Bananas. Banana. Banana. Fruit of the banana tree, which grows in tropical regions. Okay? About 30 species of it are known. The fruit is the taste which appeals to many people. The taste varies according to species. Hey, so let's make some banana bread. Banana bread, fairly simple. It's a quick bread. And this is going to be very similar to the gluten-free honey oat bread I made a few months ago. You probably noticed that I've been making a lot of gluten-free stuff. And for those of you who wonder why, it's very simple. My wife has been cutting back on her gluten. It's not an allergy or celiac disease or anything like that. It's just a preference. So she's cool about it. If there's a little bit of gluten in it, she's not gonna worry about it. But I also have several friends that cannot have the gluten. I have one lady friend that she actually has an allergic reaction to the gluten itself. So with that being said, I decided to start making some more and more gluten-free. Okay, so let's get started. First we need to prep our pan. Oh, before that, turn the oven on. I got it set to 350. We're gonna prep our pan. I'm just gonna hit this with a little non-stick spray. This is coconut oil, okay? Take this and put it down, a little piece of parchment, and set it down into the loaf pan. And it makes kind of a little sling, and you'll see how handy that will come in at the end. And well, you've seen me do it before. So set that aside. So what we're going to be making is using the muffin method. So as you'll probably notice, I've got dry side over here, wet side over here. Let's start off on the wet side. So I've got 3 medium, nicely ripe bananas. If it doesn't have a little brown on them, they're not ripe. So we'll peel those and get them into our bowl. And throw in a couple of eggs. Some milk. That's 1/4 cup of milk. 1/2 cup of honey. And the best tool for integrating all these together, the masher. Okay, that's nicely mixed together, nicely mashed. Let's move on to the dry side. 3 cups of oat flour. You know, you can either buy it, or I've got links for it down below in the description. Also, all the ingredients are going to be down there and such like that, so look for it down there. And while you're down there, you know, smash all those buttons, except for the dislike. So let's get our dry stuff together. 3 cups of oat flour, 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder, 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda, and that's really all you need. But we might as well add some flavor, okay? I've got 1/2 teaspoon of ginger. Of course, a nice pinch of salt. little bit of cinnamon. Not a huge fan of a lot of cinnamon in this type of dish, and I think cinnamon can be a little overused. So, but it's good as another little level of flavor. And one of my favorites, nutmeg. Give it of course, fresh grated. Give it a few good grinds. Let's combine these together. All right. Now we can combine the dry and the wet together. So I'm just going to pour the wet over top the dry. And stir them together. Very simple. And since there's no glutens in there, you can stir all you want. So right now is when you can add in whatever chunks you want. If you want nuts, toasted nuts, that is, throw them in there. Dried berries, blueberries would be very nice. Or my wife likes chocolate chips. That was about 1/4 to 1/3 of a cup. Now this is a very stiff batter. Don't let that scare you. Well, it has to be, or otherwise the chunkies will float to the bottom or sink to the bottom. Okay, let's get it into our pan. So we got them all in there. Let's give it just a little bit of a shimmy. This will help spread it around, get it into those corners. Now it goes in the oven. It's gonna take about 50 minutes. That's when I start checking it. Well, I'll start checking in about 45. And I'll be using toothpicks. I'll see you then. Okay, this is cool 10 minutes. Easy to handle right now. Now to show you why the sling. I'm going to take a little butter knife and I'm going to kind of work along the edges where the bread actually touches the pan. Just to loosen it up. And the beauty of the sling. Okay, now just let this cool for, well, at least another 10-15 minutes. While we're at it, you know what would be nice? I've made it before. It's a mascarpone orange spread. I didn't make it with the liqueur this time. I didn't have any, so no big deal. I just made it with the regular stuff. So go ahead and watch this, and I'll be back and we'll cut into this and see what it looks like. Okay, here we go. Here's our bread. It's cooled about 25 minutes, 10 minutes in the pan. Then I removed it from the pan, took off the parchment paper, cooled it for another 15 minutes. So we've got our mascarpone cream here. Very nice. Let's cut into it, see what we got. Oh, nice, look at that. It's pretty sweet. Let's take off another slice here. Very nice. So the chocolate chips are coming through. Let's get a little bit of the cream on there. A little more. I like a lot of this stuff. Here we go. The gluten-free banana bread with chocolate chips and a mascarpone cream sauce. If you like this, go ahead and check out these. I've got 3 or 4 other gluten-free recipes. Check them out. With that being said, see you next time.